Sanbonani, Dumalang of Sheni. Hello, it's the one and only Queen Beepa. Hi guys. If you're new to my channel, all you have to do to be a part of my beautiful family is hit that subscribe button. Definitely do like, comment, and engage with your girl on all social media platforms. I put my handle down below. You know the gist of how this goes. So I'm opening a new vloggy vlog. You'll be spending the day with me and the mans. I'm currently driving. He doesn't know where we're going. It was the man's birthday on Wednesday, on Tuesday. It was his birthday on Tuesday. So because it was during the week, we were not able to celebrate fully. But your girl is coming through with some interesting experiences. So he doesn't know where we're going. I don't think I will reveal it now. I'll reveal it when I get to the venue. I booked such an amazing experience for the both of us. We always wanted to do this. He doesn't seem to understand where we're going or what we're doing, which is fine by me. So I'm currently driving there, and I'll update you guys when I get there to reveal exactly what is the surprise. So we'll be spending about 3 to 4 hours at this place, and yeah, I definitely know he's gonna enjoy it and he's gonna love it because we are adrenaline junkies. Hold on. So guys, as I said, the camera was tilting too much, so I just had to get it steady on the, what do you call this thing, the hands-free set, whatever they call it. Yeah, that. So I'm so excited, like I'm so excited. And yeah, I don't think I'm gonna give him any more clues because he's very clueless right now. So I'll show you the fit of the day when we get there. But I got a new hairdo. I got a pondo. Long story about the pondo, guys. Long story. I'll share it some other time. But yeah, let's head on out. We have the appointment is at 12 noon, and we're only leaving Nelspruit. I'm currently in Mpumalanga, guys. So we're driving from Nelspruit to Hazyview, which will take about an hour. Yeah, an hour, and we're supposed to be about like 20 minutes earlier. So I do hope we get there a bit earlier so that we are thoroughly prepared. And yeah, you know, we need to sign community forms and yeah, blah 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 blah. Get the gist of T's and C's, how we'll be conducting ourselves, blah 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 blah. So yeah, without revealing too much information, I'll see you guys on the flip side once we get to Hazyview. So let me get going to do later. Why it's a so, you idiot?
You've arrived. Destination is on your left.
we have made it to Elephant Whispers. Kai doesn't know what's in store. We're here to interact with elephants, like very close, and we're gonna ride one. Like we've been wanting to ride one. We have actually an international trip that we're booking this year, and that was part of our excursions. But I thought, no man, I'm sure in South Africa we should be able to ride it. So I found this place and I booked it, and it is packed. Let me show you how many people are even here. Can you guys see how packed it is? It's so packed.
So if we go back 200-300 years ago, elephants used to roam freely on about 90% of the total land mass in southern Africa. Yeah. So today those roles are reversed. We as humans, we occupy almost all the land, and there's very little left over for free roaming elephants. You have a wildlife area and you put a fence around it. You have to manage it, but you specifically need to manage the numbers of elephants. If you take most other animals, those guys such as impala, zebra, wildebeest, buffalo, those animals, they have got all the predators, lion, leopard, cheetah, wild dog, controlling their numbers and keeping it kind of stable. Elephants, they do not really have any natural enemies. Alright, so with elephants not having any natural enemies, it is possible for a big pride of lions to take down a young elephant, but that is very rare, and that cannot be classified as controlling elephant numbers. Fence area, these guys can completely destroy the whole ecosystem. That is because of their eating habits. Elephants can be so destructive. It is because they have got a very poor digestive system. So whatever they eat, these guys, because they've only got one big stomach, whereas most other animals, they have got a 4-chamber stomach, so they can process or digest the food much better than elephants. These guys, only one big stomach, so whatever they eat, they can only digest about 40% of that food. The rest of the food just goes straight through untouched. Now if we take a big elephant like Tembo, the bull on the right hand side, elephants can eat 5% of their own body weight. Tembo weighs just over 7 tons. A big elephant like Tembo, he can eat up to a half a ton of food every single day. See our training methods. What we do is we use a very simple system. It is called ask and reward. So we do not force these elephants to do anything. What we do is you take natural behavior, you give that a name, and then afterwards you have to reward them for doing that. Example, if an elephant tummy rumbles, that sound, we would call that talk. Alright guys, so we all know elephants are very intelligent and they really do have a very good memory. So you only need to do that a couple of times over, and by the end of the day they will realize that if they tummy rumble, which is called talk, they're going to get some chocolates for doing that. They're going to get a reward. Alright guys, but it is very difficult for me to try and keep on explaining to you how clever they are. So I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to call them a little bit closer. We're going to give them a couple of exercises to do, and then you guys can also see how the ask and reward system works. Right, steady. Drop your guides down. Pick up and give.
Wow.
All talk. Alright guys, so that sound, that is what we refer to as talk or talking. It is commonly known as a tummy rumble, but that sound actually comes from the lungs and then gets amplified through the trunk.
Also diese Geräusche macht er mit der Lunge, oder das kommt dann von...
Left, back foot up. Tempo, left, back foot my boy. Done. Turn right.
Oh my God.
Two, left feet up. Cross, feet up. Girls, to left. Alright guys, as you saw just now, what happens after each completion of an exercise?
Reward.
Trunks would go up, and then the grooms, they would reward them for doing that.
Jedes Mal, wenn irgendeine Übung ausgeführt hat.
Her name is Andile. She is 26 years old, and Andile means to multiply. Lindiwe. Now Lindiwe means the girl that we have been waiting for. But she's only 22 years old. And being the baby girl in this group, believe me, she can become a bit of a drama queen sometimes.
Alter.
Let's check again. Good girls. Zizzy, to left. Alright guys, so this is our youngest bull. He is also 26 years old, and his name is Zizzy. Zizzy, can you say hello to the guest?
Hey, Zizi.
Hello, my boy. So worry, get up. Alright guys, so this is our middle bull. He's 29 years old, and his name is Shamwari. Now Shamwari means friend in Shona language.
How old is he?
29.
29. Dieser Elefant ist 29.
Lastly, Tempo, to left. Okay guys, so that's our big bull. and his name is Tembo. Now, Tembo means elephant in Swahili language. That's a language that they use up in East Africa, Kenya, Tanzania, and then of course Congo or the DRC. Now guys, Tembo is only 39 years old. Like I said earlier on, he already weighs a bit more than 7 tons. But he is still growing. They can grow till they're about 45, 46 years of age. He really is a very, very big elephant.
Hier 30 Jahre alt. Er wächst natürlich noch.
Wow. These are smart. Yo, they are so smart. This is amazing.
Salute!
Oh!
Thank you very much.
Wow! Shame.
Alright everybody, so this is Lost. He's going to be your presenter this afternoon and he's going to teach you guys a lot about an elephant. Lost.
Afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
Guys, so welcome at Elephant Whispers. My name is last but not least.
Oh yes.
And introduce my team of God Bothwell.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Hello guys. And
Hello.
down on top of our elephant.
Hi.
Now guys, we are going to give you an opportunity to feed Tembo. The way to feed, we're going to put the pellets in one hand like this, then the other hand. Right, you're going to hold the trunk like this. Then you drop a pellet. If you are done, you're going to hold the trunk here. Then pause for a picture. And from there, we are going to give you an opportunity to touch and feel the texture of the skin all the way to the tail there. Enjoy. Guys can come as couples, pairs. Individual pictures can be at the end. Enjoy.
But these ends are connected to the nervous system. So this is how they feel. That part is the
Nice.
Then come through the belly.
Beautiful. Enjoying Brighton?
Can you come this side, guys?
So guys, we got an opportunity to interact with the animals. We touched and felt the tail, the nipple, the rough texture, which I've done before. The elephants flapping, what do they call them, ears, and then we felt the tusk. We also fed it. So I have experienced this in Naisna, but what I've not experienced is actually riding an elephant. It's quite interesting. It was so rough. I've never even touched a nipple. I touched the nipple, I touched the rough edge of the tail. It just felt like wires. It's like a zapper. You know those zappers that you tap flies and insects that are irritating you when they're flying? It felt just like that. I'll share some of the snippets and pictures, but because they took us as a couple, some I'm not gonna post here, but I'll just blur what I need to blur. So yeah guys, like, we're having so much fun. I can't wait to ride. So I think they're now preparing for the individuals or couples that want to ride, so I'm so excited.
Alright guys, I'm going to explain from the tail all the way to the front there.
Baba, there's some more for.
Alright guys, the use of the tail is for chasing flies on their body. And also to feel if anything coming on their back, that's a see them switching their tail left or right. Then the thickness of the skin, it is 2 to 3 centimeters in other parts. Elephants, they don't have sweat glands like what we do in human. If it is hot, we sweat. The only way to cool down themselves, they have to wallow in mud, or else they have to go for a swim. Then if you pour water here on the skin absorbs water just like a sponge. Let's have a look there.
Kijk maar, het komt niks uit de boden.
Right, you see there? Fair. Now coming to their heart, it weighs 28 kilograms. When the heart beats, it is 28 beats per minute. Very slow compared to us women at 70 to 72 beats per minute. Then African Beepa, they are also designed as the map of Africa. You see Africa here. In South Africa, we are down here, Cape Town, elephant whispers just right here. Then this whole pinai will act as a sound collector. Same applies in women. If you can't get someone clear, if it does in this way, it also helps. Then the ear hole is situated outside, not behind the ear flap. And it is sticky. Let's have a look at it. Alright, you see there? The bottom muscle there which opens and closes. Whereby if they go for a swim, water will never go through. Then over here, there's a gland here. You see it very soft here. This is called temporal gland or an emotional gland. For example, if he is happy, use secretary that will quickly dress up. That will be 80% running water and 20% pheromone. But when bulls are in mass, when they are into mesh, that gland is closed out. They will secrete the food that will be dark in color like this, and it will be continuous falling and falling. And also, green thinner syndrome, it stays on their back legs. It stinks. You can smell it for over 100 meters. That bull is in mass. That will be 80% pheromones and 20% running water. But here with our bulls, we inject them every 6 months with anti-testosterone injection just to keep the aggression level calm. Then coming to their eyesight, elephants have poor eyesight. They see better at night than during the day. The reason is they've got more rods inside their eyes. They're color blind. They only pick white and black. Cons in human, you can judge distance, you can also pick all colors. They've got long eyelashes. Now therefore extra protection against flies, dust, mud. Most ladies, they feel jealous about the no mascara needed. Now coming to their feet. Elephants have got round feet in front just like a soccer ball. The back feet is over. The reason is they carry more weight in front than at the back. They carry 60% of their body weight with the front leg, then 40% with the back leg. The head is soft, it contributes 16% of their weight. They've got 282 pieces of bones, whereas in women we've got 206. They got 5 toes in front, 4 by the back. They have toes that are standing on top of this bed here. Hippo, right front foot up. Right, you see here, like here, take that over, see? Yeah. This pad is called fibroelastic pad. It cushions the weight of an elephant. Whereas their toes will be standing like this. If they step on the ground, there's expansion and contraction. On that, whenever stuck in mud. These are floating nails. They are made of keratin just like ours. No manicure pedicure needed there. Does it natural, walking for long distance and also changing their diet. Now coming to their bone structure, it is pretty much same as a human. Meaning what the name of this joint over here? Elbow, correct. Then over here? Knee.
It's a wrist.
Ankle.
Ah.
Then the shoulders up there.
Wow.
The ankle, the knee, and the hip.
Oh.
Their knees they bend forward just like our knees like this. So the other thing, if elephants are walking, 3 legs on the ground, 1 off the ground. On that, they never jump, 10 or gallop. But their top speed, it is 45 km an hour. It's a stiff walk, you just increase the pace of walking. Then the belly button, it's right here. That's the belly button. And further there, no doubt is a big man that's sleeping. Testicles are not hanging outside, up to the
Huh?
whereby if you want to castrate an elephant, you have to cut it here. Then you have to go up a meter deep to take them out. But the wound takes 22 months to heal. They once did that in Zimbabwe, that elephant is still surviving. Then the other thing, guys, let's say you're walking in the wild, you made this open African elephant. You need to know how tall was the elephant. You can use a belt, a shoelace, or even a string. If you measure the circumference of your front spore, then you multiply by 2, that will give you the shoulder height. You believe? Okay, let's see. That's a string, not elastic. Okay. Right. About this long. This is 1.
Oh wow, it is.
And 2. No more doubt. Only West African elephant only. Whereas the tallest part is the shoulder. But the both Asian elephant is the top of their head. Guys, that's it from this side. Now let's go move around the tree and join me at the front. Coming to the trunk, it is everything to an elephant. They use it as a hand. Let's have a look here. Right, you see here, they've got these 2 fingers, they work like this. African elephant got 2 tips of the same size. Whereas if you go to Asian elephant, the upper is longer than the bottom one. They are called prehensile tips. African elephant, they can pick tiny things from the ground one by one like a size of matching stick. Whereas Asian elephant, they does it in form of scorpion. Then a big guy like Tembo, he can hold in between 18 to 25 liters of water. You suck the water all the way to this level here. They got 2 valves which are called nails. They block everything not to go inside their line. Whereas in a human, if water goes in, we get chopped. Then coming to communication, elephants they start to communicate at low frequency, 12 hertz. We human 24, higher frequency, meaning the other frequency is below our hearing. There are those sounds which travel through infrasonic sound. We human, you can't pick those sounds, but elephants, they can communicate in a radius of 64 kilometers quite easy. For example, in Indonesia, elephants, they heard tsunami vibration of the ground, they run at higher places. Then the other thing, guys, with these elephants, they don't work one-on-one. Like what they do in Asia, they just raise 1 guy, 1 elephant. Those 2, they'll stick together for the rest of their life. Here, we rotate. For example, if Tao was attached to Tembo, if you want to take his time off, meaning he has to take Tembo as well home, but the biggest thing is Tembo would never fit in a taxi. So to prove that, guys, we're going to do some of you. We're going to give you some verbal commands. If you pass, you can join us tomorrow morning 6:30.
Tembo, trunk up. Tembo, trunk up. Yes. There you go.
They give birth to a single calf just 1. Twins, they are very rare. Although they've been recorded 7 times here in South Africa. That same baby weighs in between 120 kilogram to 150 kilogram when they are born. Now coming to the tusk, they are made of ivory and dentine. Tusk, they start to grow above the eye. All the way to the lip, it's hollow, outside it's solid. But basic here, whereas it's solid, it will keep on growing. Inside, whereas it's hollow, it will never grow back again. Then the other thing can tell, is he left or right-handed? Tempo is right-handed. That's the shorter one. He uses most. But in case of those elephants without tusks, let's have a look here. Right, you see here, these colors you see, they're much bigger compared to this side. Meaning Tempo uses right side again. In elephant, it is 50-50 down the line. Whereas in human, 1 or 2% left-handed. Then 98 to 99% right-handed. Now coming to the molars. Elephants, they change their molars 6 times. And their molars, they start to migrate on their back of their jaws, moving forward. Okay, let's have a look. This way. Now this is right.
Wow.
See there. Tembo is on set number 5. Set number 6, it will be full exposed at the age of 45 years. That will put the same elephant to live up to 60, 65. From there, they start to weigh out again. That's where elephants, they start to chew jawbone to jawbone and they'll starve to death. Elephant, they live plus or minus 65 years. Their molars are the one which govern their life span.
Open Tamu.
All right,
Yeah.
now.
No, it's fine.
So excited! Finally!
Stand there.
Zizi, just below the.
Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, I got my cap out, sunglasses out, and we are ready to ride. The ride should be approximately about 15 to 20 minutes, I think. No?
Okay, guys, we'll give you a camera to my colleague here tonight.
Alright.
This one.
No, that one is Harmoen. I'm gonna use the other one. So they come. Yes. Hope it's wiped. Is the lens wiped?
Yeah, I don't know.
Use mine, Khe. Use mine instead.
All the time, guys, all the time. Yeah.
So guys, that was such an amazing experience. I'd highly recommend that you guys come here to Elephant Whispers to come and enjoy, thoroughly learn a lot about these beautiful creatures. I love elephants. I'm an elephant lover, and I would never actually stop experimenting with them and getting to know them as creatures that God has created. So we learned a lot, we interacted with them. I just wish we could have bathed or bathed with them, but that's for another experience. And then secondly, we also did the ride. It is intense because you feel everything, like when the elephant goes down, like you feel all the organs, you know, coming into play, the anatomy moving. Yeah, it feels like an out-of-body experience. And then after that, yeah, it goes downhill. Like, it is almost like the gist of actually riding a camel or a horse. When the thingy goes down, you have to pull up. When it goes up, you have to pull down your body, I mean. So it's quite amazing. To think that I wanted to do this in another country is intense, and really like that people are actually coming into this country to come and do this. Like, as you guys saw, that we would have a lot of foreigners that were also included into this trip. So it was quite an amazing experience, and I would really suggest that you guys come and enjoy this exhilarating ride as I did with my baby. And I'm glad that he actually enjoyed coming here, and I'm glad that actually it costed a lot of money, but I think it was worth it. I think this experience costed me about 3.7 for the two of us, so divided into 1.8, 1.9, somewhere there, guys. I'm shooing the flies because they're everywhere. So now I also forgot to tell you that this experience also includes a lunch option at the Hippo Hollow, which is a very nice elite bush kind of a vibe place. So we're going to have lunch there now, and then we're going to go back home. So let me go show you guys Hippo Hollow restaurant. 10 out of 10 for me, 10 out of 10, 8, left no crumbs. Amazing. Cheers. elephantos. There are some elephants
We were riding.
in the backyard and we were riding those.